Yay! So, we're gonna start doing something new here. It's not like a new thing, but it's new for me. When I originally started this channel, I was like, I'm gonna make book reviews, and I'm gonna make them a lot. And then I realized I just don't have a lot to say about every book that I read, so we're gonna start doing wrap-ups over here because I just feel like the format is a little bit more suited to myself, and I really just like the organization of it, so that's what's going on. And now we're gonna start talking about the books I read in the month of September. I hope that you're ready for this, because I am. So the first book that I read in the month of September was The Unbound by Victoria Schwab. Oh my gosh, okay, so I started this series this summer. I'm not gonna tell a lot about this book, but I'll tell you about the series. The series is about a girl named Mackenzie who inherits this job from her grandfather, and she's a keeper of the archive, which is this underground library full of these things called histories, which are like records of deceased people. That's really all I knew going into it. I think that was like a good amount to know. I just like all the surprises that you get when you don't know things. I will say that I really enjoy this series. I enjoy it so much that before I was even done with the archive, I went and bought The Unbound. I actually started this like pretty much right after I finished the archive. I didn't even want to break from this world. I just wanted to live in it. Not really. I wouldn't want to work in the archive because that sounds really dangerous. Something that I really like about this series though is that it has this element that I really enjoy in books where there's like two worlds. There's like the real world, and then there's like what we would think of as fantasy, but for the character is a reality, and I like seeing how they balance these two worlds. I just want to know all the things about these characters. I give this book a 5 out of 5 stars because it's incredible. I loved it very much. The second book that I read in the month of September was Second Chance Summer by Morgan Matson. This is my first Morgan Matson book, and I had heard lots of things about Morgan Matson. It lives up to what I'd heard, which is that it's amazing. I had heard that this book will make you cry, and I'm always like, psh, psh, that book's not gonna make me cry because books don't make me cry usually. And this book actually made me cry a little bit, just a little. Basically, it's about this girl Taylor who her dad is diagnosed with terminal cancer. Like, it's very sad, but basically her parents are like, we're gonna go spend the summer at the lake house because it's our last summer together, which is just like such a sad premise. The thing is it's not just about her dad. It's about her going back to this lake house. She hasn't been there since she was 12 and now she's 17. And there's a lot about like childhood friendships and like things and like families and sad things and mortality and death and things. It's a very emotional read, but I recommend it because I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I was in such a mourning for like a day and a half. I was just like, man, that was so much. That was so much. Immediately after reading Second Chance Summer, I was like, I need another Morgan Matson book. So I picked up Amy and Roger's Detour, also by Morgan Matson. Something I really liked about this book is just the way it's like set up. Basically, this is about a girl named Amy and her father. He passes away in a car crash, and Amy's mom is like, we're gonna move across the country because why not? Let's have a fresh start. And Amy's just like, Her mom says, you need to take the car across the country, and Amy's like, I don't want to drive because dad and things. So she's like, oh, our friend Roger will go. You remember Roger? Amy's like, I don't know who Roger is, Mom. At the very beginning, they basically just like sketch out on this itinerary that Amy's mother has made to like boring places. So they go to fun places instead. Like, it deals with Amy like dealing with her dad and also some other stuff, and with Roger too. It's an emotional journey on the physical road journey across the country. Something I really liked about this is just the way it's laid out. There are song titles before every chapter, and they are like relevant to what's going on in the chapter, and Taylor's like making a scrapbook as they go along, so there's all these pictures from like the real places in the book that they're going. There's pictures of them. Another thing is there are playlists all through this book because they're on a road trip and they're making playlists, so we get to see the playlists. And I actually found a Spotify playlist that I'm going to link because it's a pretty awesome thing if you've read this book, and it has every single song that Amy and Roger listen to. I ended up giving this book 4 out of 5 stars. It's real fun, real fast, real super great, fantastic. The next book I read this month was The Iron Trial by Cassandra Clare and Holly Black. This is a new release. Yay! New releases. This is the first book in a series of, I believe, like 5 books. This is about a boy named Callum Hunt, or Cal, or whatever you want to call him. And basically, he goes to take this test to get into the Magisterium, which is a school for mages. I really liked the magic system in this. It surrounds around the 4 elements: fire, water, earth, and air. I really didn't know what I was thinking about this book until I was about halfway through, and then it just kind of started grabbing me more. The one thing that was really fun about reading this book is that there are a lot of twists. The things that you think are going to happen like don't happen, and it's something else, and it just keeps going until you're done and you're just like, when's the next one come out. I gave this a 3.5 out of 5 stars. I feel like I might need to change that to a 4, but we'll see. I don't know. That's just how I felt yesterday. I felt like it was a 3.5. The final book that I read this month that is not actually a book, it's a novella. It is Destroy Me by Tahara Mafi. This is the novella that goes between Shatter Me and Unravel Me. But Destroy Me is just a very short story from Warner's point of view. I really liked reading from his voice and it really made me appreciate the character more. I ended up giving it 4 out of 5 stars. Yeah, so those are all of the books that I read in the month of September. What did you read in the month of September? Was it any of those? Was it not? Let me know. Yeah, I guess I will leave you now, so I will talk to you guys later. Bye! And I don't know if you can see this, but so we're gonna put it down just in case I look like an idiot. Recommending the Iron Trial. Yes, yes. Is this weird? Yep, it is. It definitely is.